the prep zone.
Oh my goodness!
Rice, splashdown! Oh my goodness, what a hit!
It's week 10 in the Prep Zone, and we're here at Jack Salter Stadium for a rivalry matchup as Mandeville travels to take on the Covington Lions. Let's hear from the coaches, and we'll get to the action. Coach, this week 10 rivalry game against Mandeville has big playoff implications. What are you telling your team coming into tonight?
Just what we have the last couple weeks. You know, we've been in must-win mode. So, technically for us, our playoffs started last week. So we're telling our kids if they want to continue to play, especially for our seniors, if they want to extend this thing, that we have to play our best and beat another good team.
They have a lot of firepower offensively. How do you slow them down?
You just have to pursue the football, and you got to be short tacklers. It's again, football's still a simple game. Blocking and tackling are key, and against these guys, we're going to have to tackle well.
Coach, week 10 rivalry matchup. What are you telling your guys coming into this one tonight?
Don't treat it anything bigger than what it is, and just make sure that we protect the football and we play sound football.
And what's it going to take to beat Covington? They can move the ball on offense.
They can. They're very good. We got to make sure we can tackle number 5. He's electric with the ball in his hands. Quarterback's very good. They got a couple receivers that can go. We just got to be in positions to make plays, and then we have to execute.
And Alamon to kick this one away to get week 10 underway. Alamon, the freshman kicker for Coach Salter, and that one bounces. Will be hauled in, returned from the 30. And he'll get to the 40-yard line before being brought down on the return. There was Isaiah Bayham. So Grant Yenny and Coach Randall Ginn up here in the press box for this Week 10 rivalry matchup.
Anytime you can't get Tiger Edwards and Jimmy Inman off the recliner, I'm glad to come up here with you, Grant. Seen a lot more kicking like that in all different levels of games this year. Not a lot of deep kicking this year.
Yeah, Mandeville, we'll see them kick it deep. Outside of them, most of the kicking we've seen has been the short kicking or the sky kicks. Hendricks calls for it, gives to Shepard, spins away, and he'll be gobbled up and brought down for a 2-yard gain, but a 3-yard gain. But the hard running there, that could have been stopped in the backfield, and he was able to spin away.
Play was designed to go to the left. You had 2 pulling guards out there, and it got kind of blown up on the left side, so he tried to cut it back. A lot of defenders there waiting on him.
Ben Hendricks, the 5'10", 165-pound sophomore quarterback, his second start on the season here in this Week 10 game against Covington. Second down, Hendricks calls for it. Give goes to Shepard, looking to bounce it here outside, moves inside, and he'll be brought down. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Skippers.
Had a little more running room that time on the inside zone. He made a good cut to his right. Good lateral movement.
Jefferson once again in on the tackle. 3rd and 3 for the Skippers. Ball at the 41.
3rd and 3 right here for the Skippers.
Hendricks calls for it, and he will give it to Shepard once again. Oh, and he takes a big hit, and that will be just a 1-yard gain, so that'll make it 4th and 2. And it looks like the punting unit is coming out for the Skipper, so what a stand there for the Covington defense.
I believe that was 38 coming up. It's been a while since I've been to the top of Covington Stadium. My eyes are a little bit older than
we may as well be on the moon.
Yeah. Look like Barkley.
Yeah, Bobby Barkley. Last time we came here in Week 8, we said his name quite a bit. Low snap, but the punt is away. And Peter is called, so Covington will get away from it, and that'll take a good roll down to the 18-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
You would like to assume that every special team coach knows what they're doing. It's been a strange special teams year at all the games I've attended this year, with snaps on the ground and a lot of scrub kicks, not as many field goals made as I'm used to seeing.
Coakley, quarterback for the Covington Lions. Last week went 9 of 18 for 105 yards. Give goes to Chapman as he breaks through and rumbles forward. That'll be about a 5-yard pickup there for Chapman on the ground.
Tight end left and a sniffer fullback behind him who went in motion and gave him a good key block at the point of attack.
Senior night here at Jack Salter, and both Coakley and Chapman were both honored in pregame as seniors for the Covington Lions. 2nd and 5.
Mandeville employing a 5-man front here.
And a flag is out. Is that going to – no? We were at 11 on the play clock. Let's see.
Calling it on Mandeville.
Oh, illegal substitution.
Yeah, they had 12 out there.
Okay, too
Yep.
many men on the field. So that will be a free first down for the Lions as this drive continues.
They might have had a 6-man front. I said they had 5.
Right. 9:09 on the clock here in the first. Motion, Coakley calls for it, and give goes, and it is sniffed out immediately as he is slung down by Daryl Yancey. On the carry there was Jawan Brock.
Covington spread him out in a 4 wide. Mandeville was in man-to-man. His man didn't even have to make the play. Looks like the defensive end shot the gap and made the play in the backfield.
Snap is back, fakes the give. Coakley looking to pass, his pressure bears down, launches it, and it is incomplete.
A little boot waggle pass in the flats right there. A little bit of pressure. Is that 85, 95, 85, I think? No, 95 with the pressure.
Marcus Zenon, sophomore for the Skippers. It was intended out there for Mitchell Camacho, the senior fullback for the Lions. Now 5 wide, no Brock comes. Yeah, Brock going across, so still 5 wide. Here on 3rd and 15. Pressure coming. Coakley sends it, has a man open. Brock hauls it in. And, the ball's loose. And Mandeville picks it up now. And he'll be brought down. Oh, my goodness.
Big change of events right there.
So it's slung out. Jawan Brock hauls it in. And then it was knocked loose, and Mandeville recovers.
Covington had him in the empty package. Man wide open on a corner route deep right there. Mandeville defender didn't give up, knocked it out. Heck of a play.
And because we're at Covington, I have a clear view here of Dave Williams to our right. Dave, was that number 20 that knocked it loose? No. Okay. At first, I thought it might have been Nate Shepard playing DB, but I couldn't see the number clearly being up so high up here. Give goes to Nate Shepard, and he is brought down for a loss.
Like both teams playing to stop the run early on in the game while they feel each other out.
Nate Shepard, the ball carrier. No good.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Hendricks slings it out, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for McGowan.
Covington dropped 8 in coverage that time, only sent the 3 down lineman. No heat on the quarterback, obviously, 3 on 5.
Mandeville looks like they're going to go 5 wide here on 3rd down. Shepard's down here in the bottom right of your screen. Hendricks has plenty of time. Great blocking by that line. Rolling to his right now, and he'll loft this one up, and it falls incomplete. Intended out there for McGowan. So that'll bring up 4th down. Another good stop by the Lion defense.
Pretty much the same package called by Coach Blocker right there. You had 3 men rush. You had 2 safeties deep over the top in cover 2. Everybody was maybe even been man under with the cover 2 right there. Not real sure. Coach Blocker's known for pulling out a few tricks in the secondary through the years.
Punting unit on. Once again, a low snap, but the punt gets away. That's a good punt. But Peter called. It'll roll down to the 7-yard line. Downed by Elias Allen. So we get our second look at the Covington offense now.
You said you were here for Week 8. Was that the Slidell Covington game where they knocked the punt? I saw the highlight
To the
of
end
that.
zone,
Yeah.
Yeah, a heartbreaker there at the end for the Lions.
You got 2 tight ends in the game now.
Coakley calls for it, fakes to give to Chapman, takes it up the middle, and about a 4-yard pickup there on the keeper.
You either had a quarterback zone or a quarterback power right there. Watched him play several times over the past 2 or 3 years. He's a good running quarterback.
2nd and 4. Fakes to give, and he slings this one out, has a man open, catches him on the run, and he'll get past the 50 before being dragged down at about the 47-yard line. What a reception there.
Looks like Jay-Sean Martin.
Jay-Sean Martin, the 6-foot junior receiver.
Did you notice what he did as he was getting tackled? He had both hands around that ball.
Ball security. Yep. Big gain there for the Lions. They now set up shop in Mandeville territory, and Mandeville will take a timeout. 6:05 remaining here in the first. No score. Coming out of the timeout, Coakley calling for it here on 1st and 10. Slings this one out, and it's hauled in for just a 2-yard gain by number 11, Brandon Merrick, excuse me.
Anytime you see man coverage, that's a man coverage beater right there. You can't count how many times Kansas City runs a version of that play right there every Sunday.
And what an offense that is.
Until last week for some reason.
Taylor Swift wasn't there. 2nd and 9 for the Lions.
Yep.
Coakley gives to Chapman, and hey, hard running there. That could have been blown up at the line. Instead, he gets another 4 yards.
You had a version of a counter or power right there, backside. The top side, the right side had the tight end, and the sniffer and the guard pulled and kicked out over here on the left.
And that makes it 3rd and 6 as the Lions continue this drive. Give coming here near side. Chapman looking to hit the corner, turns it up and dives forward, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Lions.
Pulled down by number 16, Evan Berry, senior safety.
It's a 1st down for the Lions at the 33.
Good speed to get it outside by Chapman right there.
Coakley rolling to his right.
Got the corner out.
Sends this one up and just throws it away.
He had that pressure. He had the corner out wide open. He just didn't have the arm to get it there with the pressure in his face. That's a big 95 again, I believe. Marquez Zenon.
Looking out here, Nate Shepard playing some Ironman ball. Now he's coming off, but he was back there at free safety. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Give goes to Chapman, and he's brought down for a loss of 1.
It's amazing how open the play action passing has been so far for Covington and Mandeville up there to stop that run. Doing a great job of that.
And the officials had a quick conference there, but no, I'm not seeing flags. Some discussion over there on the sideline.
Coach Jones wants an explanation on something. Oh, it looks like
sideline
sideline warning.
Okay.
Yep. Now's the time he can turn around and get on to his get-back coach.
Right. He needs a what Nick Saban had with Scott Cochran back before Scott Cochran went to Georgia.
Empty.
5. Yep. Coakley looking to pass. Slings it. Popped up, and it is incomplete as it falls to the ground. Nearly picked off, though. Had the opportunity as it got tipped way up.
Had a little early heat. He did a great job stepping up in the pocket. I know he tends to be thought of as more of a running quarterback, but did a really good job stepping up in the pocket and airing it down the middle right there. A lot of Mandeville defenders in the area.
Back to that sideline for a second. Scott Cochran, he was the only person who was allowed to touch Coach Saban on the sideline, and he could grab him and pull him back to keep him from getting the penalty.
Sounds like my first year here with Allie Smith. Everybody goes through that their first year or two.
4th down for the Lions, 4th and 11. The analytics saying to go for it here.
Yeah, you're
5
not gonna
wide.
get 12 yards out of a punt that goes in end zone. Trouble.
And he gets away. Coakley, and that falls incomplete. So turnover on downs.
Looked to be the right guard that got beat on the play. Not 100% sure of that. Don't want to toss that name out there, but somebody got beat on the right side. And by the time he cocked his arm, he had to scramble.
So a big stand for the Mandeville defense. And still no score on the scoreboard. So Mandeville, with their 3rd attempt on offense, looking to put some points on the board.
I believe they like to win shootout games normally, don't they? I mean, I haven't. This first time I've seen them play this year. I keep up with them through, the paper, the internet, or whatever.
Hendricks calls. Yeah, that's going to be a false start on the right side of the line. So that backs Mandeville up, makes it 1st and 15.
Coach Blocker sticking with his 3-3 right here. Walks one of them down as an overhang with his trips over here.
Hendricks, it's a keeper. Goes straight up, breaks one tackle, and gets around the official there before being brought down at about the 40-yard line. So a 10-yard gain on the carry.
Coach Josh Priola might need to sign him up. Looks like he knows how to use a screen right there.
For sure. Hendricks may need to. A lot of the Mandeville players play on the basketball team.
We talk about that a lot. I know a lot of mine played this year more than normal, and I've always thought that's a great thing, athletics, and don't make kids choose. Let them go play.
Being able to be a multi-sport athlete. Snap is back. Give goes to Shepard straight ahead for a gain of 3 on the carry. That'll make it 3rd and 2.
For the most part, both running games have been stuffed so far here tonight.
Yeah, no score. As we have a little time here. How beneficial is playing multiple sports as opposed
I
to
think
specializing
most college
in one?
coaches like it. It's just us basketball and baseball coaches that have to sweat out that somebody gets a massive injury. But I know that my kids stand a better chance. There's more scholarships available in football, so I encourage the athletic kids to go play both.
Give goes to Shepard, runs into a wall but breaks free, and that will be a first down for the Skippers.
Shepard picks up the first down. Good tough running on him.
Got a little something going on the ground here right after I talk about ground games getting stymied. Shows how smart I am.
Yep. As we wind down the first quarter, everything's starting to come together. They're starting to see Covington's defense there.
It's first and 10. Ball spotted at the Skipper 49.
Trips to the top. Hendricks calls for it, slings it out to McGowan. It's stripped away, and Covington comes away with it.
Forced the fumble.
Huge defensive play there as Mandeville was driving.
Looks like they ran a tunnel screen, but I didn't see an offensive lineman get out there in front of it. Maybe the ball was a little loose down by the hip, maybe, or maybe it was just a great defensive play. I think number 2, Elsie, came up with the ball, if I'm not mistaken. Seen 2 strips so far tonight.
Yeah, that was Covington getting Mandeville back.
And both of them very near midfield.
First and 10, 1:25 to go here in the first. No flag there. A little bit of a jump, but not enough for the officials to throw the flag.
Mandeville gearing up to play the run again right here.
Chapman will be brought down for no gain. Ducked the original defender, and then the second man brought him down.
Loss of 1.
Chapman's dad played basketball here for a long time. A real great basketball player.
Athletic
I
genes.
got to know him, the running back Chapman, over the past year. Off and on, he come play a little pickup ball with some of our players, and they're just all friends at these schools nowadays. You know, he seems to be a pretty good kid to me, always respectful.
50 seconds to go here in the first. Low snap. Coakley picks it up and launches this one, and it is tipped away. So that's one of those situations where when it looks like you're not going to actually be able to catch it, but the other guy might, the wide receiver turns into a DB.
That's exactly what happened right there. 50-50 ball.
You mentioned the friendships with some of the players. I remember back when I played, Fontainebleau is a rivalry, but it's really only a rivalry when we're out on that field. We were friends when we got off the field. It wasn't one of those heated ones. There was another school where it was a heated rivalry. I won't talk about them.
Back when I coached at Covington, Mandeville and Covington was pretty heated still, but I think all these kids wind up at the same place every weekend nowadays, and social media puts them closer together too.
That too. Falls incomplete there on third down, brings up fourth. We didn't have social media when I was one of the last classes that didn't have it.
We had telegraphs back when
Yeah,
I was yeah.
Carrier pigeons.
No, Tiger Edwards had hieroglyphics. Yeah. I can't say the word. They go into one of their little quick punts like they're famous for doing this year.
Yeah, the quick kick. And it will be returned by White. And White takes it up the far sideline before being pushed out of bounds. I thought I heard a whistle at first, but I guess not. Maybe it was just something in the stands.
These small little shifty kids like him, he got an extra 2 or 3 yards right there at the end just by evading someone.
So Mandeville with 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter takes back over on offense. But both defenses have been strong so far.
Definitely been a defensive battle.
Give goes to Shepard, taking it to the sideline, racing upfield, cuts back inside, pushes the defender away, and he's brought down from behind. First down, Skippers.
That's what you're used to seeing out of Shepherd right there.
And Nate Shepherd with offers from Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, among other teams.
Not the worst basketball player in the world either. But football's going to be his ticket, I believe.
And the clock runs out to end the first quarter. No score through one. Back after this. All right, top of the second. Hendricks on first down, calls for it, give goes to Shepherd. Hits the first defender and gets away. It's going to take more than that to bring Shepherd down, and he gains 5 on the carry.
You got to make that tackle right there. I know he's a good tailback. He kept his legs driving.
Yeah, that's where those summer workouts come in handy.
If you're not doing them, somebody else is, and you're going to meet that person later on in the fall.
Coakley slings this one out to McGowan. He hauls it in, spins away from a defender, looking to spin away once again, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line. Another first down for the Skippers as they continue this drive.
Oh, I thought he ran up there. They're going not too quick now. That was RPO. Everybody's keying on Shepherd right quick. You got a one-on-one out there with the slant. It's amazing how far quarterback coaching has come in the past few years as far as just average high school quarterbacks can make that read nowadays. Not that he's average, but
the average high school quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. First down. Calling for it. Give goes to Shepherd. Great vision there. Spinning away from a defender and down to the 4-yard line goes Shepherd for another Mandeville first down.
That Mandeville O-line starting to lean on them a little bit on this drive. They may have to tighten up on the defensive line. Go a little bear or a little 6-man front inside the 5. Let's see what he's got. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shepherd on the carry once again, and he is in for the score, and Mandeville is on the board first.
So that was the Shepherd drive, in addition to the RPO, which technically was made possible by Shepherd.
But right, that slung out to McGowan for the big gain. And now, the extra point coming. There's the kicker. Oh, and that's Hendricks kicking the point after. Puts it up, and it's good.
The more you can do, the more you can be on the field.
How about that? I was wondering where the kicker was. It was because Hendricks had to go all the way off to get the tee and bring it back. 10-10 to go here in the second. Mandeville up 7-0. And Hendricks will kick this one away, and it's kept short. So what I said was wrong at the beginning of the game there. And on the return, still staying up, he'll be brought down. When we covered Mandeville earlier in the season, they were getting touchbacks. They were kicking it long, getting touchbacks.
He's obviously a different kicker.
And, right.
Something has happened with a kicker. Might have gone full-time soccer right now. Who knows?
So now it may be every team in the district now is going to the short kicks.
It's definitely been something I've noticed this year in all the different teams I've seen. But you don't want to kick a deep high one that only goes to the 15-yard line so athletes can return it. So.
Play action. Slung out, hauled in. Cut racing toward the near sideline and pushed down at about the 50 by Michael White on the reception. Jay-Sean Martin, he had a big reception earlier.
Yep, another RPO right there made possible by the running game. Good read by the quarterback. If you can run the RPOs at a high school level, you can get those linebackers guessing. Tight end of the sniffer down here. Probably looking for some counter back up top of the field, left side. Now they're changing to a different side. Pistol.
Calls for it. Coakley play action, slings it, and it is hauled in. A 6-yard gain on the reception there by Brock.
Probably coming out now and reading that they got 1 deep instead of 2 deep. And I know even at the little junior high level I coach at nowadays, we're coaching our quarterbacks to read that, and they make the junior high quarterback is making the call on whether it's a run or a pass at the line of scrimmage.
That's
nowadays.
tremendous.
We did a good job of that this year.
Lines up on the right side. It's 2nd and 5.
Snap is back here on 2nd down. Coakley rolling near side. Pulls up, launches it, and it is incomplete.
Somebody's running the wrong route right there with 2 people on top of each other that close. I don't know what it was.
So you mentioned coaching the RPO. If they're learning it in 7th and 8th grade, that's setting them up very nicely for a high school run.
My brother is the head coach for us at Lee Road, and last year it was his first year. He was going to beat everybody with the wing tee, and we figured out real quick we couldn't beat everybody with the wing tee. So he went and learned as much as the air raid as he could, and put it in the hands of his quarterback this year. And the kid did a great job. He'll be playing up here in Covington next year.
Yeah. Wow. Busted play there. Coakley gets away from a would-be defender. Same guy gets up. He gets away again. Coakley coming near side. A stiff arm and launches this one, and it is picked off. Picked off there by Elias Allen.
Heck of an athletic play. Somebody did something or said something at the end right there because both officials threw the flags at the same time.
Quick interception.
When he got out of that first one, you can see it from up here. He probably should have kept going to the outside. He turned around, but what an athletic play. And it's going to wind up being no different than a punt yardage-wise unless something happens against Covington on this here.
It's on Mandeville.
That's what I kind of thought after the pick, that somebody either did something or said
He
something.
spiked it.
Okay. I was staring at a purple back.
So Mandeville is backed up to the 4. Hendricks will be in his own end zone. Yep, there's the flag. Hard count from Hendrick. Oh, a false start.
Wow.
So Mandeville jumped.
It certainly looked like the cornerback reached
it
across,
absolutely did. So Mandeville is kind of confused, saying, that's on us? But that'll back him up to the 2. About the 2.5.
You got you got McGowan on an island out there, even from the 2 right here.
It's 1st and 12.
And another flag.
Timeout.
It's going to be,
call.
wow.
Illegal procedure will be assessed against the kicker.
So now the ball's at the 1.5 yard line. Makes it a 1st and 13, 8:12 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And that will be no gain.
Great pursuit to the ball right there. 10 hats there, and the only one that wasn't was out guard McGowan. Didn't see anybody pulling, looked like inside zone of some type.
Looking to pass as Hendricks launches it, has McGowan on the run, and McGowan high points it, brings it in for the big gain for the Skippers down to the 38.
I was one play off with that one.
Excellent job there.
And if he could have hit him in stride, it would have been a 99 or 98 yard
touchdown. Chain crew just getting down there to get set up. Give goes to Shepard, and he'll be brought down. Gain of 3 on the carry.
Like 45.
Chase Blackwell.
Appears to be Covington's leading tackler on the year, 83 tackles.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of his older brother.
2nd and 7, the ball spotted at the 40.
2nd and 7 for the Skippers. Give goes to Shepard, and he'll be brought down for a loss of 2.
Shepard, ball carrier.
That was Jackson on the tackle.
2 good jobs. Anytime you can hold him to 2 yards on 2 carries.
Or be the first person that hits him to bring him down.
They're going to be expecting a pass here. Play action or RPO is not going to help them as much on 3rd and 8.
Six minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Been a pretty quick game.
Hendricks slings it out to Shepard on the screen. And Covington runs up and, well, Shepard, it could have been blown up in the backfield on that one. Instead, he's able to turn it into a 2-yard gain. Still 4th down, though, for the Skippers.
He had 2 offensive linemen down in front of him on a tunnel screen over here to the left and got tackled on the right sideline. You don't see that very often out of a tunnel screen left. Athlete trying to make a play.
For sure. 4th down, punting unit on for the Skippers. Another defensive stand for the Covington defense. Snap is back, punt is away, and a fair catch is called. So Coach Blocker has to be proud of his defense here so far.
He's one of the best defensive coaches I've worked with. Obviously, probably the best was Allie Smith, and I was blessed to work with Nick Saltermaggio for 1 year. He was a great defensive coach, and Coach Blocker is right up there. Blessed to work with him the past few years at Fontainebleau. Great friend of mine.
And Mandeville has a lot of firepower on that offense. They can put up a lot of points, and so far in this one, well, the scoreboard just went down, but Mandeville only has 7 on the game so far.
4-man front, playing a 4-3 right now.
Coakley has pressure coming, gets away from the first guy, cuts back, and he'll just take off running now. And takes a big hit there, but a 4-yard gain that should have been a 6-yard loss.
He's starting to run for his life the past 2 drives here.
2nd and 6 for the Lions.
Coach Floppy might have to keep a tight end in and give a little check here, a little chip. I know he knows what he's doing. He's a good offensive coach. He's not going to want to see his quarterback running around the whole night.
Coakley gets away from the pressure, launches this one up, and it's... Will that be...
Ball came out.
Incomplete. Incomplete. But the Covington coach is up here next to us. They think that was a completion.
It's always good seeing a little passion out of Eddie Fredericks like that. I like that.
3rd down.
Nate Shepard back at free safety here on 3rd down.
It's a little deep, too. They only need 5 yards for the first. And they sent the heat.
Coakley running to his left. And he throws, and that's complete.
What's this guy calling back here?
Complete to Merrick.
It wasn't interference. All it could be is he really
Maybe targeting.
Targeting or lead with the head.
Yeah.
Coakley definitely could have scrambled for the first down right there. He's impressive to watch when the heat's on him. He's got shifty feet.
Yeah. But a conference here at the 45, I think what we're looking at is a targeting.
It's a different game nowadays. I won't make any comment on all that.
Oh, I think I just saw him say holding. Holding on Mandeville. It's declined. Oh, pass interference on Mandeville. All right.
It definitely wasn't pass interference. I don't know where the hole was. It could have happened early.
So third. Well, let's see.
What are we doing?
What?
Oh, they
shouldn't
ruled it
oh,
not a catch?
No, they're okay. They're got it. They're marking it off now.
So he didn't catch the ball then? It came out. I thought he caught the ball.
Okay. So first down. Come on with. Okay, here come the chains now.
A lot of discussion.
Yeah, a little more discussion now.
I probably need to start watching this monitor. I thought that kid caught that ball, so I was wondering why they went back and marked it off.
I thought he had caught it as well. Play clock to, 6. Coakley calls for it. Play action. Slings this one out, and it is incomplete. Intended over here for Amari
13.
Smith.
They found something they like in the passing game the past few downs. They could just get a little more protection.
2nd and 10. Play action, Coakley, and it's caught, and that's a first down, and a face mask is going to be called as Ja'Shawn Martin hauled that one in.
Good inside route, looked like a little version of a dig route right there. Offensive line stood up to protection then.
They wave it off.
Mandeville staying with the one high look back in the safety.
Pressure coming. Coakley launches it, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for Martin once again. Martin had the defensive back beat. It was just overthrown.
It's interesting to see the coaching adjustments that have been made in the past few minutes by both teams.
.306 to go here in the first half.
Mandeville expecting to run right here. Not getting it.
Looking to pass. Sends this one, and it's incomplete. Chapman wants the flag, but No flag there. 3rd down and 10.
Good coverage by Alec Satterley. Ran a version of the rail route up the sideline. That plays either well covered or wide open usually through the years. That time it was well covered.
Coakley, play action. Pressure coming, and Coakley gets away. A flag comes out. Coakley lost this one up.
You're going to get a hold call on that, probably. It's
Is incomplete.
you're going to have to make some protection adjustment at halftime in the locker room.
Pressure. On to Hooker. There is a flag.
About 2:50 to go here before the half. The white hat over there talking to Coach Jones.
Only thing is, you look like you're going to have a defensive penalty here. I don't know. Nope. Offensive. It's taken about 5 minutes to figure it out.
For real. Hey. Okay, so there's a holding. Declined.
Greg's not upset at the explanation. Just took him a long time to get to that point.
So he's radioing in. Holding is declined. Intentional grounding on Covington. Loss of down. So now it's 4th and a mile.
Both of those penalties seem pretty cut and dry to take that long to sort through.
Quick kick is punted away, and it goes up over to the sideline. So it'll be Mandeville ball at the 33-yard line to start this next drive. With 2:43 to go here before the half.
I was fixing to ask you, though. Mandeville could make a statement right here before the half.
Yeah, looking to going up 14-0 at half would be good for morale.
Yeah, remember that offensive line was grinding on them then, but you can't depend on that to get you all the way down the field 70 yards in 2 minutes. So let's see. Still a 3-man front for Covington, expecting the pass.
Give goes to Shepard, looking to bounce it outside, and he will go out of bounds. That'll be a gain of about 2. Just check that 1 on the carry. And they stopped the clock. So 2nd and 9, 2:36 to go. And it looks like they may be going 5 wide here on 2nd and 9.
Bobby Barkley. Defending.
Hendricks calls for it, and he's going to keep it. Racing forward, and that will be maybe inches shy of a first down, or maybe they'll give it to him. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches.
It's like Blackwell on the tackle again.
3rd and 1.
That was a design quarterback draw.
3rd and full 1. Really. Snap is back. And Hendricks will keep it again. Hendricks with room to run. He'll get down to the 40-yard line and a first down for the Skippers.
It was a sophomore growing up on the field tonight.
It's a first down.
He went undefeated in JV. First start last week. They beat the Hammond Tornadoes. Now playing the Lions in this rivalry matchup under the lights here at Jack Salter Stadium.
He hadn't shown any butterflies.
Oh, busted play as both guys run into each other. But Hendricks takes off, and Hendricks has room to run down the sideline before being forced out. That's a first down on the busted play.
Kids making plays.
On a keeper.
Feet looking like Coakley's out there right now.
Picks up the first down. Ball
Now a minute 23 here in the half.
This is what we talked about when they got the ball. It's what they want to happen, Covington is trying to avoid. Now you can run it a little bit again.
Fakes the give, slings it out, and it's incomplete, but here comes a flag.
Looked like he got there a little bit early.
That pass incomplete. There is a flag.
I think he had a lot of eyes on Shepard that time.
We may have a another conference.
That's
You talk about seeing a record number of the short kicks at the beginning of the game, right? I have seen a record number of conferences this year.
Yep. Holding, decline, pass interference accepted. They're big fans of the double penalty so far tonight. That's what's requiring all the conferences, the double penalty.
So first down. Maybe not. So it's like first and inches. Hendricks. Shepard spins away from a defender, and he's brought down from behind. And that'll make it second down and 2. Clock running, though. 1:04 to go here in the half.
Looked like 38 Barkley on that play.
A shift here on second down.
You got him outflanked over here.
Give to Shepard. Spins away from a defender, racing forward, and Shepard takes it to the house.
At least 2 guys from Covington from Mandeville shifted, possibly 3, and I saw 1 guy from Covington shift over. And it's just playing the odds then.
Mismatch at that point, yep. And then the extra point from Hendricks. As we have 34 seconds to go here in the half. Snap, place, kick is up, and it's good. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Mandeville's up 14-0. Hendricks to kick off following the Mandeville score. This one popped up and will be, mishandled there. But looks like Covington covered it up. That was Umorin.
Looked like they expected that. He was dropping back to get that. You usually don't want a return man to have to go over his head to get it. Looked like they had scouted it enough where it looked like they knew that was coming, and instead of the back running forward calling him off, it wasn't normal. They must have scouted that.
So Covington's going to have 30 seconds here before the half. Do you think they just run it out or take a couple shots?
Depends on what they're going to drop 2 or 3. They got 2 safeties deep right here. I think they're going to take maybe a tunnel screen or something to see if you can get 15, 20 yards.
Mandeville's going to take a timeout. 30 seconds to go here before the half. Mandeville up 14-0. On the run here, coming out of the timeout. About a 5-yard pickup there.
Well, maybe they changed what they wanted to do during that timeout. Just decided to let the clock run out.
Yeah, 13 seconds, and it looks like the Covington sideline is starting to head toward the locker room area as the clock ticks down. And we will head to the half. Mandeville up 14-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mandeville High School Marching Band, Mainsails, and Spinnakers. Tonight, the band will perform the Killer's hit, Mr. Brightside. The skipper band is under the direction of head drum major Emma Locker and assistant drum majors Naima Harley, Megan Bergeron, and Chloe Blush. The Spinnaker leaders are Lieutenants Maggie Hopper, Ashlyn Alfonso, Co-Captain Reese Ellison, and Captain Elise Purnell. The Spinnaker's performance is sponsored by Banting's Nurses. Again, please welcome the Mandeville High School Band, Mainsails, and Spinnakers. Benedetto, and Assistant Band Director Aubrey Farrell. The percussion instructors are James. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride and the roar of the North Shore, the Covington High School Marching Lion Band. The drum majors of the Lion Band are seniors Gabriel Montier and Stephanie Jimenez Calderon. The Marching Lions have a non-stop show beginning with the fanfare 3, moving into Lovely Thing. We will feature the Dancing Darlings on a precision kick routine to dance the night.
Hendricks to kick this one away to get the second half underway. He boots this one long, and that will be a touchback. So how about that? We've seen the short kicks all night, and opens up the second half with a touchback.
We found out during halftime he's filling in at that spot tonight, and he got that one to roll all the way in the end zone for him. Looked like it was headed out of bounds from our view for a second.
Yeah, but snuck inside that pylon there. So we'll see Covington's offense come out. They've been held to 0 on the night. What adjustments do you think they were looking at half?
They really like that passing game in the second quarter, except for the protection. I think the adjustments is going to have to be made on the offensive line, and you know, center's going to have to make the call what side the strength is to and how the adjustments made. They're going on the inside G play right there, looks like.
And Chapman's gobbled up and brought down for no gain.
Right guard pulled and led through the inside of the left side. Mandeville's waiting on that.
That'll make it 2nd and 9. Coakley calls for it, fakes the give, and he'll cut it up himself. Gets away from the first tackler, shucks off another, and he'll be brought down. But that's a first down for the Covington Lions.
First time they've shown any type of veer look tonight. If you don't run the veer often, you probably usually don't want to wind up pitching it. But he's a threat out there. Chapman's a threat.
Brought down there by Fisher Lalonde.
He jumped across and made contact there, 91.
Canellis. So, an easy 1st and 5 for the Lions. Looks like you're going to have 2 tight right, kind of bunched up on the left side. 3 receivers out wide.
So it's different empty formation.
Coakley slings it out, and that is through the hands, maybe a little high, not through the hands of Shepard out there playing DB.
You know what it was? You only had a 2-man route, and the 2 tight ends stayed in for protection right there.
2nd and 5 for the Lions.
Double tight again.
Give goes to Chapman this time, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 1 by a host of skippers led there by Evan Berry. Evan Berry playing the position known as the adjuster.
Okay. Everybody's got a little different wordage, verbiage on what they call their. Usually it's the strong safeties that get different names.
3rd and 4. Coakley slinging this one out. Oh, and that falls incomplete, but he had a lot of green in front of him if he would have hauled that in.
He did. I don't think the DB got a hand in on that one either.
It's a little too fast and too much of a lead. 4th down.
Here you're going to get that quick punt where they might do something else out of it at midfield down by 14.
Nope. Quick punt away. And it hits out of bounds. So it'll be Mandeville ball at the 34-yard line.
It's a 20-yard punt with no return.
Mandeville up 14-0. We're stopped early, but the last couple of drives, they've been able to get it into the end zone.
They got a heavy trips right to the boundary over here. Right there. This is a different looking formation.
Give goes to Shepard, and he will be slung down for a gain of 1.
He's definitely the key.
Shepard,
The Lions are keying on that.
ball carrier. Start game.
Back to your base spread now. Here on 2nd and 8.
Lions playing it too deep.
Second and 8.
Fakes the give. He'll keep it. Hendricks with room to run crosses the 50, and he'll be brought down. That's a first down for the Skippers.
Well, if you didn't know it, you'd think he'd been playing this spot quite a bit this year.
You'd think. He was undefeated on JV, so had tremendous amount of success there, but great to see it translating to the varsity game.
Making the right reads. Not having to throw the ball a ton so far.
Looking to pass. And that one is incomplete.
Great job by, I think it's, looking at the number there.
It's kind of bunched up on the jersey.
It's very bunched up. 8 or 9 or 6. It's like an 8. I'm going with Grayson Frederick. No, 9.
No, 9.
9.
Ryan Jones.
Ryan Jones.
So 2nd and 10 for the Skippers.
We got a tight end in the game now.
Give goes to Shepard, and he'll be bottled up for no gain. That'll make it 3rd and 10 for the Skippers. Passing down here.
Yeah, he's truly only popped. I mean, he's had several good athletic runs, but truly only popped one over about 15, 20 yards.
Shepard, the ball carrier, stops at the line of scrimmage. Defensive guard, 5 interior of that defensive line.
Trips to the top. Slings it out, has a man open. Makes a move upfield, diving for the first down. And that is Cooper Todd with the first down.
It's like 42 over helping make the play, along with Elsie.
Mandeville drive continues. 7:22 to go here in the 3rd. Give to Shepard, and he'll push the pile. That'll be another first down for the Skippers.
Definitely an inside zone on that play. Give it to the athlete, let him find the hole.
Patient running, too, because it's not like he's taking off straight ahead. He's very patient, watching for it to open up, and then goes and makes the play.
93 Jefferson for the Lions came over the top and helped push the pile about 3 more yards when he tackled him. But by that point, you're just trying to get him down. People think football players look to the side all the time and see where the sticks are. They're just playing football. They're not looking at the side while they're making a tackle.
Shepard once again, and a flag comes out.
Like the umpire made the call. It's a typical holding call, but we've seen it may be 2 penalties. Who knows?
We've seen that a couple times.
We want to give a big shout out to the ref right here. They called that within 30 seconds of the flag going down.
Gold star.
I'm picking at them. I got a lot of referee friends that just they're not blessed with all the technology of colleges and pros to go over there and check the cameras nowadays.
1st and 20 for the Skippers.
Bringing some heat, a lot of heat.
Hendricks slings it out, and that's complete. Get about to the original line of scrimmage is McGowan. And there he knew when it was thrown. There were 2 defenders right there. He knew I'm probably about to take a lick there. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but he had 2 guys right there as he was hauling it in.
You got a hot route read all the time, no matter how old you are as a quarterback. It's not always a check down either. Like that wasn't a check down hot read.
2nd and 11 for the Skippers. Slung out, hauled in. McGowan once again. And we're going to step away for an injury timeout.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Back from the injury timeout. 3rd and 4 for the Skippers as the play comes in from the sideline.
Looked like just a solid tackle. We hope McGowan's all right for the playoffs next week.
Hendricks calls for it. Give to Shepard, and he's brought down from behind. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Skippers. And it looks like the field goal unit is coming out.
Marcus Scott. That's one time where the delay and being patient cost him a little bit right there. It doesn't happen very often. That backside end usually supposed to stay home a little longer.
So Hendricks will attempt the 34-yard field goal. Kick is up, and that's a good kick. It's good.
I'll tell you what, I was impressed with his extra points. Now, anybody can make that level at a high school kicker. This kid's a 10th grader.
And he's a 10th grader and the backup. Wow. 4:16 to go here in the 3rd, and Mandeville's up 17-0. Hendricks kicking this one away, puts a charge into it, and picked up. It'll be returned from the 10. Racing forward, and he'll get out to about the 30-yard line. It's Caden Heck on the return.
Lane there for a little while, little lane. Like Nick Richard on the tackle for the Skippers.
So 4:08 to go here in the 3rd. Mandeville is up 17-0. Covington needs to put together a drive and put some points on the board.
It's almost now or never time, isn't it?
I mean, you're playing for a playoff spot. They're the 30 seed, 28 make the playoffs. If you were to beat Mandeville, who's the 21 seed, you'd get in, but you're trailing 17-0 right now here in the 3rd. Slung out by Coakley, and that falls incomplete.
A little bit low, but once again, he's got a guy right in his face as he's throwing the football.
White, the defender there. 2nd and 10 for the Lions.
Good pressure right there by Evan Berry. He's been all over the field tonight. He's the adjuster, correct?
The adjuster.
See how quick I pick up on
you did.
different terminology?
The adjuster. Snap is back. Coakley, it's a screen out to Chapman, and it was blown up immediately by Jacob Hofstadt.
Well, they knew the adjuster was coming that time, so they went opposite him.
Yeah, the adjuster, the monster, I've seen it called in some defenses. Third and 8 here for the Lions.
Pretty tight formation, tight 4 wide.
Rolling to his left, turns, slings it out, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for Brock. So 4th down
he had a guy deep. Just when you're rolling to the left as a right-handed quarterback like that,
the adjustment is very awkward when you have to sling all the way around and then come back to throw it. Nearly blocked there. Might have been a hand on it, but it goes up. This bounces up the sideline, gets a good roll to it.
It needed it.
So the ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Check that. The 35-yard line. 3:14 to go here in the third as the Mandeville offense comes out.
You got to be expecting to run. You got to be trying to strip that ball. They need to turn over in the worst way.
Shepard motions out, so an empty set, and Hendricks will take off and get the first down. It's like in Madden back in the day. You would spread everybody out wide, you'd run 4 verts, and you'd take off with Michael Vick.
The center did a really good job sealing Bursch, the nose guard. Bursch has been playing well tonight. You don't have to knock the nose guard back. You just have to stay between him and the football, and that's what the center did.
Hendricks, the delayed give to Shepard, spins away from a defender. And a host of Lions will stop forward progress, but Shepard never goes down.
You got another year to be blessed to watch him play high school ball.
Yeah, tremendous player. As those offers continue to stack up.
He's got a 967 on the year coming into this game, so I'm sure he's going over 1,000 tonight.
Second and 4.
Tip.
And that one's tipped. Falls incomplete. Had 2 in his face as he was throwing that one.
Sure they didn't want an incompletion right there. I'm sure they'd like to see the fourth quarter pop up pretty quick here. Covington looks like they're in quarters coverage right here.
Fakes to give to Shepard, and Hendricks takes it himself. And no gain there will bring up 4th down.
They weren't. They were just disguising the coverage. They just dropped. They brought one up and dropped back and covered 3.
So here's something, too. I haven't been able to see the punter's number for Mandeville every time they've had a punter go out to punt it. The punter's also Hendricks.
Well, in that case, he's done a good job just fielding the snaps all night.
For real.
Right. They've been a little bit low. At least they hadn't sailed over his head.
Well, that one was close. He had to jump up for that one, and he gets a good punt off anyway. Fair catch. .106 to go here in the third. What I was about to say before that one went high was he could be the catcher for the baseball
like
team or maybe a keeper for the soccer team, the way he was blocking it. But, yeah, that one went high.
Well, I'm sure his coaches told him on the sideline that everything has been low, and you know how it is when you
You
try to make an
overcompensate.
adjustment. Yep.
Yep. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Motion, man coverage.
Pitch out. Chapman trying to bring it to the sideline. And he'll be forced out there by White.
Want to get him in space a little bit more like that. He's a tough runner inside. It just hadn't been a lot of inside lanes to run to.
First down for the Lions. Under a minute to go here in the third. Oh, did they catch him? No. No flag.
Empty. That was a
Pressure.
design quarterback draw.
And Coakley takes off.
Got a flag on the ground.
Yeah, flag is back. Coakley had enough for the first down, but this will likely come back.
Well, as long as it's another quick one. He's all over it now.
Yep. So while Mandeville and Covington were working on adjustments at half, so was the officiating.
Apparently, but I think it was mainly the
double calls.
Yeah, the double calls were mostly holdings with interferences and different things like that, where you have an option. You could kind of see that one coming the way he had to sidestep a couple times in the pocket before he could take off on that draw. Great pressure by Skippers.
First and 20 now. Coakley will keep it once again. Gets away from a would-be tackler and brought down by White. He'll get, that's about a 13-yard gain.
I don't know what announcer used to say, and I know I'm from up the road in the country, but you dance with the one that brung you. And that's what they're doing with Coakley right now. They're putting him in position to get in space and make plays.
Calling for it here, 5 wide, and he'll take off again. About a 3-yard pickup there, and that'll take us to the fourth as Mandeville leads 17-0. All right, third down for the Lions at the top of the fourth. Oh, and a miscue. Coakley picks it up. His pressure bears down, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss there by a host of Skippers led by Juan Canellis.
He obviously wasn't ready for that snap. We don't know if it was, a cadence or an early snap or what have you. You would have liked to have seen him just throw it out of bounds and have a chance at the 4th and 3 right here, but at this point you got to go for it no matter what it is. Well, they're still dropping back in now.
Yeah, Michael White is still back, and this is going to be a good punt away. Michael White calling Peter. And that will be down at the 31-yard line. Check that 32-yard line for the Skipper offense to come out. 17-0. Mandeville with the lead.
Coaches on the side trying to figure out what happened with the snap.
Fakes to give to Shepard, slung out, and that one's hauled in by Cooper Todd.
I don't know if he's in there taking the place of McGowan. That's the same play they ran to McGowan out of the RPO a couple times tonight. Low throw, good catch.
2nd and 1. Give to Shepard, looking to get to the edge. He has a first down, lays a lick as he's tackled by Elsie, but a first down for the Skippers.
Smart not to run out of bounds right there.
Yeah, the clock's your friend when you're up 17-0 here in the fourth. 10:28 and counting. Hard count. Slung out, and it's caught by Todd.
Oop.
And that's going to be, no, it wasn't a face
He
mask.
got
It was
by the
lower.
shoulder pad.
Yeah. That'll be a 9-yard pickup, though, to the sophomore. Todd, a sophomore. How about that?
Sophomore.
Yeah.
That's a good throw, a deep out like that. It had a little heat on it.
Hendricks is very poised for a sophomore.
I agree, but we also want to give props to the Covington band for that still fly right there. That was a good my favorite rap tune of all time, I think. In all seriousness.
Good New Orleans rap song.
Yeah, I wanted to start singing with it.
Slung out, Todd once again, and that's a first down as he breaks a tackle. Oh, and he takes a big hit there. But a first down for the Skippers.
I always love seeing the bigs get down the field and make a play like that. As great as the play as it was by Mandeville, you got Peyton Dwight right there as a freshman flying down the field making a play. Lee Road alumni right there. Really well-designed play. The line all zone blocked to the left, and then they threw that dump to the tight end. It was a really good play.
8:52 on the clock here in the fourth. Hendricks give to Shepard, spins off a defender. Man, once again, I've said this a couple times, but it could have been blown up in the backfield, and he comes away with a 5-yard gain. Hard running there.
You've called enough games and played enough back in the game, and I've coached enough through the years to you know why people get recruited. It'd be nice if everybody got recruited, but it doesn't happen. There are reasons why people get recruited.
Very much a meritocracy.
Quarterback counter. Had both the big right guard, the big right tackle getting out in front right there. Covington made a good read and good play. He kind of bent that back to the right instead of sticking behind his two big linemen out there.
3rd and 5 for the Skippers as the clock continues to tick down. And he'll keep it and follow a lead block from Shepard there. He'll probably be about a yard shy of the first down, so you're looking at 4th and 1.
I've been wrong about 100% of the time tonight, but I'm going to go with them going for it here instead of the long field goal.
Oh, and here we go. I get to use this for the first time tonight. I've called it the Wild Skipper and the Wild, I was told before the game, this package here, it's the Hulk package.
Okay.
Yep. They'd been meaning to tell me that for quite some time.
The Hulk.
And I'm able to use it for the first time.
So it's a version of a Wildcat with some bigger guys in there, maybe as wide as the Hulk?
Called the Hulk, yeah. And Mandeville is going to take a timeout. 6:49 to go here in the game. Mandeville up 17-0. All right, coming out of the timeout, Hendricks back in at quarterback, so no Hulk. 4th and 1.
It's like a pistol power eye.
Give to Shepard, and that's a first down, and he's still running and still going. Spins out and a touchdown. Nate Shepard.
And turned around at the 3-yard line to see if anybody was still chasing.
Mandeville extends the lead further as Hendricks will now kick another extra point out of the hold of Ian Harriman.
Not a way to get the holder's name in there. He's done a solid job, didn't he?
Kick is up, and it's good. 6:41 to go here in the game. Mandeville up 24-0. Hendricks to kick this one away.
There's a good kick.
It'll be returned from the 5. Cutting it back here near side. And He'll be brought down by TJ Galliano after the return there. Caden Heck on the return. So 6:30 to go, down 24-0.
There's nothing in the offense coordinator's play sheet for
Right.
this right here. To use the old adage.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might want to check the concession stand, see if there's any bargains.
A late sub on for Covington. They're going with the
Split
two-back set.
Different quarterback.
Yeah. It's Elzy. Handoff goes to Chapman with room to run. He's off to the races. 30, 20, 10, and he'll be brought down at the 10-yard line. Run down from behind by White.
Little quick hitter in the middle right there. I don't know what caught Mandeville off guard. I don't know if going to Elzy had anything to do with it. Looked like it could have been a trap. I wasn't watching the guards. It hit that quick.
Elzy, Elzy hands off to Chapman. That looked like there was some movement there. But I guess the center snapped it, and everybody else, well, it wasn't necessarily movement. It was a late movement.
They're going quick again right here.
Yeah. So 2nd and goal from the 6. Chapman again. That time runs into a pile. He'll gain about 1.
If I'm not mistaken from watching him play early in the year, Elzy's more of the thrower of the two quarterbacks. That's kind of what I noticed when I saw him early this year.
Jerome Elzy, 5'11", senior, here on senior night as well. Give to Chapman, and he is swarmed. 4th down.
You caught them by surprise early on in the first play, but they haven't been surprised the last 3.
A big bend, but not a break so far.
That's what I was just trying to figure out. If he was more than a thrower, Mandeville might have all of a sudden gone into like a pass defense coverage on that.
And Mandeville takes a timeout here on 4th down. 4:36 to go here in the game. Mandeville up 24-0. Fourth down here for the Lions. Elzy calling for it, looking to pass. Launches it up, and it's hauled in by Chapman. What a pass for the score.
Well-designed play.
And Covington has gotten on the board.
And it was 24-0. I can't see the
24-0
score.
now.
Right, so you got to go for 2 off if you. Yeah. Coakley's back in.
Coakley
right
back in for the 2-point conversion.
There was a spark by Elzy there, but not that Coakley had been doing anything wrong. I'm sure it was just a coaching decision trying to get something going. In the pistol motion.
Looking to pass now. Slings it out, and it's hauled in. Oh, and he's hit immediately. And that 2-point conversion fails. That was Nate Shepard laying the hit. So 4:32 to go here in the game. Mandeville up 24-6. Alaman to kick this one away. Onside
good
kick.
Bounce.
And Covington got it.
Yep.
Covington recovers the onside kick.
Got a great bounce.
That's 38. Barkley. Or is that 30?
Yeah, what his jerseys are
Kind of
nowadays.
wrinkled there.
I think it's
38. It is 38.
Yeah.
Yep. So Bobby Barkley there with the recovery. Excellent job there. So Covington now has the ball in Mandeville territory. 1st and 10, 4:30 to go in the game.
Coach Travis Hunt down there to congratulate him. It's good to see Travis back at his home base here at Covington High. He played here for years. Been coaching at Fountain Blue.
Spins away. Hard running there from Corey Toney, the senior running back. That makes it 2nd and 5. Low snap. Give to Toney, coming near side again. And he'll step out.
Shepard pretty much made the play. He bounced off of him at the very end, but you notice that you're trying to hold on and win a game, set up your playoff standings, you play your best players.
Yeah, how about the Iron Man football of Shepard?
Okay.
No gain on the play.
Covington's found a little something with the split back in the shotgun right here.
Give to Chapman this time. Started going right, cut it back, and he'll gain about 6 on the carry.
This 95 Xenon has been making quite a few plays for the Skippers.
Xenon just a sophomore as well.
See that.
Elsie will keep it this time up the middle, and that's a 1st down for the senior. Fresh set of downs for the Lions.
TJ Galliano on the tackle.
Timeout called. And Mandeville takes a timeout. 3:17 to go here in the game. Mandeville up 24-6. Coming out of the timeout. 1st and 10. Elsie looking to pass. Lofts this one to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended over there for Coakley.
Yeah. Yep. It's putting your players all over the field trying to make plays.
Second and 10.
He went to get it at his high point. DB made a great play. Mandeville in 2 deep, 4 defensive linemen.
Chapman on the run right side, and he'll gain 5 on the carry. Under 3 to play here in this one.
Number 0, Fisher Lalonde on the tackle.
Third down here. Give to Chapman, cutting it back up. And he'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down. And that'll bring up 4th down, obviously going for it.
They've got a little more spunk in them. I know time's running out on them, but Coakley's going back to quarterback because of the threat of the run.
He'll go under center. Oh, they're going with the Covington eye.
Yep.
The Covington eye. Calls for it. And that
timeout, I bet he called the timeout up top. Or is there a flag?
Yeah, there's a flag down there.
I didn't see it.
I think too many men on the field. The official's counting.
Yeah, Covington had 12.
Too many men on the field. That'll push him back. So 4th and 6 now, and Elsie is back in at quarterback with Coakley lined up at receiver.
They pulled my boy Bursch out of the game. He could have got a little pass out into flats. That would have been good.
4th and 6.
Looking to pass. Launches this one up, looking for Chapman. Incomplete on the coverage with Shepard.
Big heat out of 91. Juan Canales.
We've been
You
saying
called
his name all night.
Yeah, yeah. He came over to right guard.
So turnover on downs, and Mandeville will run out 1:41. So looking toward the playoffs next week, Covington will be out. Mandeville will be somewhere between about 19 and 23 in the seeding. There's a first run, and a little extracurricular activity down there, but no flags thrown.
Big 93 for the line.
Frustrating season for Covington because they have a lot of talent, but they had some tremendous players
Tons
go
of
out
injuries.
early in the season.
They have an outstanding coaching staff, so I know the kids that they had on the field were well prepared, and they just got some bad luck with the injuries, I believe.
Give goes straight ahead once again.
Big props to Coach Jones and his coaching staff. Good luck to them in the playoffs.
That was Bayham on the carry, and a flag is down.
Good to see Boomer Nunez back on the sideline.
Face mask called on Covington. Fresh set of downs for the Skippers. .48 seconds on the clock. And Mandeville is going into the best formation in football.
No doubt. That'll be the last snap.
And letting the play clock wind down. Snap is back.
It's a weird one.
Hendricks takes the knee. So Hendricks, 2-0 as the starter for Mandeville High School.
You know, we don't have a vote on this, but if I had to vote on the player of the game, I believe that would be him. We called a lot of different names out tonight, but man, for a sophomore to come in here and win a rivalry game under center from the kicking spot
And punting.
I'd like to take this opportunity, Grant, to thank you for letting me come up here and do the game with you tonight. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Appreciate having you here. Let's send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Frank Jabby, a supervisor of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, coordinator, Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, sideline camera, Theo Smith, and color analyst, Coach Randall Ginn from Jack Salter Stadium, where the Mandeville Skippers defeat Covington 24-6. My name is Grant Yenny. Good night. We'll see you in the playoffs.